Итак, всем привет, с вами снова Веня. Ну и без лишних слов, давайте погнали. Продолжаем Mass Effect 2, как я уже говорила, все вы помните, чем закончилось мое противостояние с Детройтом. Спойлер, ничем. И я даже не пыталась за за эту неделю, да, блядь, запихивайся ты, ёбаный ты роутер. Не мешает проводочек. Значит, тучанку мы слетаем чуточку позже, потому что сейчас у нас есть более, так сказать, насущные, что ли, проблемы. Так, у тебя открылись там скиллы. С тобой подождем. Да, коллектор, разведчик и все такое. Короче, заслужим мы потом. Да, блядь, что я еще там не прочитала-то, заебал. Ну, бесишь меня. Все. Я решила записывать по старой схеме, потому что очень уж, да, конечно, красиво, замечательно, когда я вижу саму себя вот здесь, вот там в окошечке, блин. Но, к сожалению, записи с GeForce Experience занимают очень, прям, вот реально очень много места. И учитывая, что использовала я его преимущественно для двух вещей, это потому что это единственная прога, которая у меня захватывает экран и может, и камеру в том числе, и может делать стримы. А во-вторых, она от нее, ой, блядь, точно. От нее единственное... Ну, ладно, сейчас посмотрю. Командиру Грюнта, шаман клана Урднот. Терпеть этого не могу, но написать вам надо. Вы часть Гранта Грюнта, и вы его командир. Так что позаботьтесь о нем. Здесь я должен быть вежлив, играя свою роль. Но наш народ вымирает. Кроганы всегда ставили выживание превыше традиций. Если мы хотим выжить как раз, нам понадобится в бочке выращенный Грюнт. Окир был безумцем, но безумцем с мозгами, чего нельзя сказать о большей части населения этого каменного шарика. Так что верните нам Грюнта целым и невредимым. Он нужен моему народу. А если вас всех убьют, я помочусь на ваши могилы. Шаман клана Урднот. Класс. Отлично. Так. Новости об учреждении на Праге. А, да, я же в Новый год вроде это проходила. Капитан Шепард, посылаем вам это письмо по указанию призрака. Призрак решил сообщить вам, что он приказал свернуть операцию по объекту 0 еще до начала бунта. Прибыв на место, агенты Цебера обнаружили, что все охранники мертвы, как и большинство объектов. Всем выжившим детям оказали медицинскую помощь. Ого, там еще кто-то выжил. После чего их подвергли легкой амнезии и передали Альянсу как выживших после нападения работорговцев. Многих выживших докторов за участие в проекте заставили уйти в отставку. Согласно вашему отчету, учреждение Праги было уничтожено. И пошли вы нахер. Так. Что скажешь?
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Okir. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Он Кроган.
Take care.
Ему похер, и действительно ему насрать на всех. Он мой агрессивный сын. Так, прототипы. Отличненько. Так, я хочу вот это. Это сила, это мощь. Вон дробовика. Боеприпасы к тяжелому оружию. Ой, спасибо, дайте мне побольше. Максимум всю. Так, дополнительная емкость магазина дробовика. Ну, нормально, чё. Так, есть ли у нас... Так, сколько у нас вообще бабок? Бабок у нас, ну, нормально, более-менее. Так. Я думаю, в любом случае сейчас стоит слетать на... чуть не сказала Тессию. На ебучий Илиум, наверное. И там у нас получается... Ну, можно, конечно, было бы помочь Тали. И Джейкобу. Ладно, давайте мы поможем Тали. Потому что там не то, что прям было... Надо как-то чего-то очень много. Так, у меня есть там... Все, заебись. Все, хорошо, все замечательно. Летим... Господи. Сколько ж мне это все исследовать-то придется, а? Порог Вальхаллы. Я вчера смотрел, играл в God of War, ну точнее, на всякие, знаете, нарезки, как он там бомбит и все такое. Это очень весело. Ух ты, прикольно, 2 солнышка. Мигрирующий флот, состоящий более чем из 50 тысяч кораблей, 50 тысяч кораблей, служит домом для 17 миллионов кварианцев и является крупнейшим из известных скоплений космолетов. Сами кварианцы во время паломничества посетили большинство планет галактики, однако на борту их кораблей бывали лишь немногие чужаки. Ну вот и заебись. Так. Решения, которые вы принимаете в Mass Effect 2, будут влиять на ход игры в Mass Effect 3. Я знаю, чувак, я прохожу это уже 6-й раз. Так, хорошо, Тали, ну и как бы наш верный, замечательный товарищ Гарус пусть с нами топает. Так. Шепард. Все. Прилетаем. Красиво, конечно.
Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Пипец, это ж надо, да, так и... Реально, малейшая инфекция и все, и хана. Интересно, почему у всех вот этот вот жест, как бы...
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Наоборот.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard you. That entitles you to respect and
Команда
honor.
Шепард.
May you stand between your crew and her as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Да я как бы уже один раз.
It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tally helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to
Ну, с
talk.
радостью с
They're
тобой.
charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Так, тогда она чуть ёбнутая,
Let's
что
deal
ли?
with that later, Tally. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Я как бы и не собиралась никуда ливать.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
Смотрите, такие граффити. Корианские граффити.
Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her.
Так, блин, у них не корабль, а склад какой-то. А если вот это все ёбнется сейчас на нашей бошке?
Talizora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Gran, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started.
Ладно, погнали.
Does Tali have a defense counselor?
Это
Someone
ты.
who speaks for her side.
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
А раньше не могла сказать.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to
Шепард,
be
которая
enough.
все там
Now
взрывает.
come. I promise that I would not delay you.
Как майор Гром, вот слушайте, я думаю, майора Грома чуть-чуть слезали с Шепард, блин. Ой, тут кварианские граффити. Мало народу-то. Решили не приглашать все 17 миллионов. Доры.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us
Че
alive.
этим сесть не дали? Ух, а пафос.
The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Пошел нахуй.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
О, пошел ты.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Да, конечно же, Юрки.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Да,
How
блин.
could Tali
тебе-
have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
Так так и
And I would
говорите
never
тогда.
send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali,
Не
the
звонит
Geth have
крестный.
killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Kila.
Меня нет, отъебись. Так,
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you.
Блин, она
Korean
наконец-то
strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
Замечательно.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Классно. Охуительно. Так. Мне надо прерваться сейчас будет. Сейчас побазарим, там, понятное дело, вот это вот все. Так.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Гарус, блин, там чисто как прозрачный справа. Так, сейчас, ладно. Бляха, у меня крестная опять какую-то хуйту мутит. Я вообще не знаю, что там надо. Что-то типа с работы, я нихуя ей не верю. Так, пошел ты! Во.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Так.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Ну, как бы солнце сжигает
I
всё
don't
к
know what it
хуям.
is, just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
Обосранные, блин, батарианцы-то.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Спасибо, чел.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
We should get going.
Мы ж крутые.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals. Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us.
Вроде не атаковали коллекционеры, я все равно не могу с публикой.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Славный.
Talizora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
You didn't say much during the opening statements, Admiral.
There wasn't much to say. This trial is a waste of time.
It matters a great deal to me.
If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Детройтские флешбеки.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerrel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Talizora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Отъебись, пожалуйста, от гетов. Пошёл ты.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. Glad to see Tali's captain.
Откуда ты знаешь, как выглядит? Кроганский унитаз, простите. Хотела бы я на это посмотреть.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. Put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rael was doing, it blew up in his face. Ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral! My father, your friend, is on that ship!
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rael and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Пиздец.
Did you save the freighter?
Какой из них дизайнер? Я даже фотошопом не владею.
Looked at me and said, "We're underage. You can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm. I took weapons. Brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. Brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rael for you.
Мдахех.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, as Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining soup-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago.
И он
To
прав.
search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world.
В плане
Any
Гетов
research
прав.
on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't
Повернем на ваш мир,
We
отъебитесь.
almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
Большой не значит
We
хороший.
need that fleet to help fight the Reapers,
Вот именно.
Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Кид. Пацан, блин.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Talia a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Talia, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Talia and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals...
Да она здесь при чем?
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Talia immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Так-то да.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Talia's trial.
You are correct. Talia, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Railzora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out.
Дайте мне за компом спокойно посидеть, заебали. Я просто хочу играть в игры и зарабатывать бабки.
For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Я не могу не подъебнуть его.
You have a ship named Quib.
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
Я не угораю, просто, ну, даже бан называю.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plan.
Он не такой мерзкий, на самом деле, как кажется. Они просто, блядь, все заебали. Втянули какие-то, блин, сраные политические игры. Прочее там поеботины.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donan not to say anything. I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial. Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
The judge is that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. And girls greatly respects both you and Talizora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Все говори. Все
What can
говори.
you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Ryozora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he used any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until the boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful.
Что, у Тали их нет, что ли, с собой все
This
эти
is all just a
описи там?
terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Хуёписи.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates.
Тётя.
I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Ладно, давай
There seem to be
последний.
some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You got that? Yes, the guest presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grew tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want
Вот
a
именно,
world
но не
back.
войной,
We
не
have paid enough
войной.
for our mistake. I'm
Договариваться.
not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on
Все,
the other.
пиздуем. 40 минут, пиздец. Сколько ж тратится много времени на просто на тупой пиздеж. Просто катастрофа. Ой, компьютеры.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Я знаю. Вот, именно. Поняли, да? Поняли?
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though.
А та говорит,
More than there
ну,
should have
10,
There shouldn't have
50.
been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Какой у него яркий костюмчик.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Все, погнали.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Live long and prosper. Так. Блять, хуйня какая-то в воздухе летает. Да. Отличное начало. Блин, они нас заметили раньше, чем я вообще успела что-нибудь подумать, что ли? Пошла в бой такая. Извините. Так. Сорян. Эмба. Так, там еще кто-то есть. Ну, выходи, подлый трус. Все. Кроватки, кроватки, кроватки. Блин, пиздец, конечно. Быть вариантами. Ну. Бабосики.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Что сказал, сам ты понял? Так. У нас типа фулл пак, да? Да, нельзя. Пойдем сюда. Так. Пур-пу-пур-пу-пум. Так. Блин, не успели наверх подняться. 4200. Вот кто бы мне дал бы сейчас вот 4200? Хотя бы рублей. Все, тут больше ничего нет.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Самый большой флот в галактике. Да у вас, блядь, корабли из говна и палок.
Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Так. А именно батя, ведь виноват. Да, блядь, опять взламывать. Так. Так. Разноцветная хуйня. Вот она. Что здесь? Ага, нормально. Что-то полезное, наконец-то, да.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, killer. How many get their networked?
All of them. Railzora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Да. Рулям. Ой. Я думала, там еще стенка. Да, блядь. Сука. Сколько тут бабок-то? Хорошо. Прям не корабль, а рай. Так. Замечательно. Все, открыли сейф, получили еще бабосиков. Так, что скажете? Ага. Где она? Где она? Где ее тело? Если ее застрелили возле журнала, почему здесь нет ее тела? Так, так. Наверное, настало время вспомнить, что я как бы могу вас взламывать. Гарус? Гарус? Давай. Гарус, блять. Давай, вот его. Вот тому вбей. Прикольно, конечно, да, то, что мы их ёбаем буквально их же оружием, да, Тали? Где патроны? Патроны. Мало патронов, дайте еще. Типа кухня, что ли? Может, я туда тоже хочу зайти? Ёбаные сейфы. Серьезно, бесит уже. Так, все. Давай, Тали.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Так вы и там не сможете без шлемов какое-то время по-любому.
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, We must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Цветы. Да ебалы эти цветы вообще. Нахуй не нужны. У нас людей тоже бывает аллергия. Давай, Гару. Стреляй сюда. Блядь, ёбни охотника! Какого хрена? Гарус, Гарус, блядь. Ну давай, блин. Все? Что-то как-то тупо. Ноутбук. Ноутбук. Хочу ноут. Большой, красивый. Где тут вариант? А, дальше. Большой, красивый игровой ноут. Давайте хуйня в своей комнате.
Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Давай, базарь, дорогая. Что ты на это скажешь? Да ёб ты, блядь.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerel and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Да. Так себе, батенька. Что ж такое-то? Опять все сейфы закрыты, а? Ай, блядь, нос чешется. Так. сложно. Так. Все бабки собрали. Блять, не вставай на него. Что, дур, что ли? Ой, прикольненько. Да ёп ты. Ты ж. Гарус. Ой, блядь. Так, охотник. 5. Иди, ёбни кого-нибудь, пожалуйста.
There we go. Got hostile drone.
Ну. Да, блядь, хуйня ебаная. Так. 5.
Enemy combat drone.
Черт. Троечку. Вот. Заебись. В жопу, блин, тебе сейчас выстрелю. Да где он? Господи. Охуеть. Так, здесь есть еще что-нибудь, кроме типа доказательств того, что все по пизде пошло. Видимо, нет. Ну ладно.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. I just...
А он замешан.
This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
А он был.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Сука.
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more geths to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue. We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material. Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Пиздец.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Сука, ой, ужас. Вроде выспалась, все равно сижу, зеваю, как черт. Ой. Не успеваю красивые скрыть. Да вот я, ёпта мать. Вот она я. Несколько часов? Я как бы вообще-то за 20 минут справилась. пошел ты, упырь ебаный.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Суча.
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty.
Такой Гарус там сидит, она чуть ли не на картах.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Я въебу вам, вот. Вот. Я сейчас просто на вас наору, блядь, вот. Блядь, вот.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Hangarel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Поняли, да? Поняли, да?
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Я не могу вам ничего сказать по поводу войны.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Охуеть смешно. Я вот лично бы обосралась, если бы кто-нибудь типа Шепард на меня бы агрился и орал, блин.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Aww.
Come on, Tali Zora, Boss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
Now what's this?
Нет, я хочу еще со всеми поговорить.
Hello again, Commander.
Tali and Shepard are good at killing synthetics.
Nice talking, Shepard. Funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am.
Убери, пожалуйста, вот эту хуйню. Я так знаю, что мне сделать, чтобы выйти.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. A soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard.
Ну да, да.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Мэм. Как мем. Так.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rail Zora's research on the Anarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
Ничего не говорили на эту тему. Все равно они начнут эту долбаную войну. Чё бы я им... Это что, водичка? Почему она не выглядит как водичка? Или это типа... А, это пар какой-то.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a thing when I see it.
Tali, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including my father's, that's all. Whatever research they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Anarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we...
Да, потому что вы только пиздеть умеете.
To let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
Goodbye, Admiral.
Ни слова не скажу, я говорю по поводу всей этой войны, все это хуеплетина, вот это вот там.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors.
Они все равно начнут эту войну. Чё б мы не пиздели?
I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tali.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Ну да, мы же ничего такого не сказали.
No matter how dark
в этом
it
сообщении
gets,
сказал там бла-бла, я люблю тебя там. Иди и въеби им. Так, будет с нами еще кто-то говорить, или мы типа можем сворачиваться и валить отсюда нахер?
The talk of war gives me hope. Maybe we can retake the whole world in my lifetime.
I can't believe Tali and her captain.
Congratulations, Tali Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the ride, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
Ладно. Все. Уёбываем. Новый уровень, снято все обвинения. Ой, беспокоиться. Ну да. Так. Ух, красиво здесь вообще кадр, блин. Вот бы мне такой на обои, блин. По идее, мне надо поговорить со всеми остальными там по поводу там всякого всего.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Окей. Что там? Пишу из женского лагеря, Урнот Дарк. Уважаемый человек, глава клана подсказал мне, как можно связаться с вами. Я почти ничего тогда не запомнил, но главный разведчик сказал, что вы вытащили мой отряд из-под огня, когда был захвачен в плен и отравлен веерлоками. Спасибо. В следующий раз, когда мне предоставится возможность увидеть человека, я этого не сделаю. Лучше, наверное, впаду в кровавую ярость. После выздоровления меня направили в женский лагерь. Это замечательно. Раньше я подумывала о том, чтобы присоединиться к кровавой стане, но теперь, наверное, останусь здесь. Ладно, молодец. Урно, ты охуел к кровавой стае? Вообще, что ли? Ты это... хернёй-то не страдай. Слышь, да? Эй, Джокер, что скажешь?
I'm glad that mess is over for Tali, Commander. Some of those Quarians. I guess living your whole life aboard a ship can really mess with your priorities. Not that I would know. I'll just burn myself. Great.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Жалко, что у них какая-то динамика пойдет только после того, как у нас похитят всю долбанную команду. Но я не хочу, нет. Ой, сука, да что ж такое-то? Так, бронька. Заебись. Крепость щита лета. Хренушки. Что скажешь?
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tachanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tachanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tachanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Ладно, поговорим потом. Так, туда я не хочу. Прям вообще надеюсь, до меня сейчас никто не доберется. Так. И... Так. Значит, с грантом мы. Блин, мы же не говорили с Тейном.
Erd not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Grunt.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand.
Вот хамло маленькое. Не хами мамке! Так, и Тейн.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
There's something else.
You have but to ask, Siha.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
I've been thinking about you.
And I, you.
Oi, oi.
Will you hear my confession, Siha?
Last time we talked like this, you said you'd explain what Siha means.
I need to explain myself to you first. When I married Irika, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Irika was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Danteist Commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
I had no idea you planned to die in there.
It wasn't a plan. My body had accepted its death. My mind had been dead a long time, but I met another Siha. Few are privileged to meet even one.
You still haven't told me what a Siha is.
One of the warrior angels of the goddess Arashu. Fierce in wrath. A tenacious protector. I confess, I've come to care for you. Perhaps I'm being foolish. We are very different.
I'm not sure we know each other well enough to call it love. But I feel something for you too. Something more than friendship.
I've never felt affection for another species. I'm not sure what to do now.
We'll just have to figure it out.
I look forward to the memories.
Стеклище. Даже не знаю, зачем я это делаю, чтобы просто еще больше потом реветь или что. Ну ладно. Итак. Окей. С вами была Веня. Будьте счастливы и не выбирайте себе смертников в партнеры, потому что это все закончится очень плохо. Пока.